Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome to another edition of the Newbie Farm. Alright, what's going on today? If you recall, we rented this tractor last episode, and we still have it rented for now. We have 51 minutes left on it. Turn the GPS off there. And we're going to go ahead and plant this field down here. Our field number 7. And we are going to plant something that we don't normally plant. We have sugar beets, sunflowers we could plant. Let's check the prices real quick here. What do we got? We have wheat, $2.50, the bakery. We can plant sunflowers, or soybeans. Soybeans are probably our best bet, if we're honest. Beef is here, but we can't actually get beef. Oats, rye, sunflowers. Now the difference is, it actually is going to take. It's actually going to take longer. Nah, it's not too late now. If I plant sunflowers or soybeans, for example. That's oats. That is something I don't know what it is. I don't know why I can plant lime, but I think that's soybeans. Ooh, let's check out. I think that's soybeans. This is going to be interesting. Alright, so let's lower this guy down. Do I need to unfold this thing? This is that weird unfold one, isn't it? Lift, lower, turn on. Alright, let's just do a little tiny strip here and stop just to verify what it is, because I'm kind of curious. Oops, that's the wrong button. I think it's soybeans. It looks like it could be soybeans, sorghum, or sunflower apparently. Not sure. What other? It looks like, we'll just go with it and see what it is. So what we're going to do is go put the GPS on, because I'm terrible at this. There we go. Excellent. So yeah, it looks like soybeans at least. Not 100%. But as you can see, once we progress time, what will happen is, I was actually reading it, and what I can do is I can bring up the information real quick. I'll bring it up on the other screen. So this is what it says. So when we put down fertilizer, the following things happen when you have a growth cycle. When crops at stage 1 through 7, they consume 1 nitrogen, or 1 N. And when crops at stage 3 and 5, they consume 1 PK. Let's turn around here. When crops are at stage 2 and 5, they decrease the soil moisture by 1. There we go. Let's lower that down again. What else happens? Fully grown weeds become withered if there's no N in the soil, no nitrogen. And weeds, if not withered, consume 1 N in soil moisture. Swath windrows decrease by 1 amount 1. So yeah, so if you have like straw, if I hadn't collected that straw, for example, what would have happened is it would have deteriorated over time. And you want to get the maximum potential, so don't leave it on the ground, basically. Yeah, so there's lots of different ways you can go about this. The soil mod does add so much to the game, it's not funny. There we go. Oh, that's where that stump is, I bet. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I bumped into it, and that's why the tractor just kind of stopped abruptly there. Alright, let's get this little spot right here. We don't actually need the course play window up, so we can close that. Perfect. And... oops, it's gone a little bit too far now. Let's lower that down. There we go. Excellent. So yeah, that's how that works in that context with the soil moisture and whatnot. It says 3-1-1 for the different fertilizer types. So I'm assuming it's the first one is nitrogen, and then PK, and then the last one I think is weed prevention, but I'm not sure. It's hard to say. I'm not sure what the last 3 stands for. There's 0, 3, 3. Alright, let's stop here once again. And then back up. Technically I shouldn't be doing it this way, but I'm sure real farmers are probably screaming at me right now, saying you shouldn't do it that way, Ian. This way is working though. This is why I'm doing it this particular way. What else do we got here? Yeah, it's kind of involved, the soil mod. If you've never used it before, it is pretty involved. It's interesting to see how things work out if you've never messed around with it before. I don't know. That's the one thing I'm not certain about, is how the fertilizers work in terms of like 3, 1, and what's the other one is what I'm kind of curious about. I don't know if it actually says that anywhere. Maybe it does. I don't know. Alright. I guess we're just going to drive through the bush this time. That's fine. And the lock on this tractor is not very good, actually. Let's lower the seeder down there. There we go. Excellent. I love the way this looks in the front. If you look at that carefully, look at that. How cool is that? They did a really cool little job with that animation there. I think it's cool, at least. Maybe not everyone else does, but I think it's one of the cooler things. So yeah, that's what that's kind of the interesting part about the soil mod. It does add quite a different aspects to it. So, oh, never mind. No, that's not right. I'm just looking at the information sheet that I have on this right beside me on the other screen there. So that's why I'm kind of like, something doesn't make sense to me here. Because it says, this is what it says. The -1, whoops. Let me just line myself up here first. It says the -1 means -1 interval level. But that's for herbicides, though, it looks like, as opposed to other stuff. Yeah, 0, 3. Maybe it's a pH level it takes down? Actually, that must be what it is. So 3-1-1 probably takes the pH down by 1, maybe. That's maybe my guess. This type will also decrease soil pH. Oh, maybe it's, I don't know what it stands for then. Roy, or Decker if you're watching. When you read the soil, when you read the fertilizers, it says like, this is 3-1-1. What does the -1? So 3 would be 3 nitrogen, and then 1 would be 1 pK. But what does the other 1 stand for? That's what I want to know. Is it pH? pH would make sense. I just don't know if it's actually the fact or not. It might actually be. So the reason why I'm planting this field as opposed to having a hard worker do is because we don't have very much money. We could theoretically sell some of our crop. We do have a little bit of straw now and a little bit of wheat. So we could actually sell this. Actually, that's what we can do. We can actually just look at the... Is it going to show us? No, it's not going to show us the little... Oat, rye, sunflower. So it must be one of these. Spelt soybeans. I don't know why there's not a little picture for that, but oh well. I'll survive. But yeah, there's it's interesting. I don't know. I just the soil mod adds so much. You really shoot. I just changed this. Oh, I totally just did that mid. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Oh, I did that. So right now we're not planting what I'm supposed to be planting anymore. This is what I want to be planting. I don't know how far that was. Probably wasn't very far, but it's probably far enough. So we'll have a little tiny strip of soybeans and then mixed in with a whole bunch of other stuff. Alright, let's turn around here. This tractor's really loud. It seems a lot louder than I thought it was going to be. There we go. Let's lower down our seeder. It must have been when I was flipping through stuff is when it changed. So I don't know where that is in the context of what we planted, but it's somewhere in there. So hopefully most of this field is the same thing. So hopefully at least. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Alright, let me go through a couple of comments. I'm just going to hire a worker now because it'll be easier to read comments if I'm actually just hire a worker. Andrew Norris. He asks me to make a mod list for all the lister mods you're using at the Newbie Farm. Technically, the only mods I'm using on the Newbie Farm regularly are the actual map itself and the soil mod. And I guess this mod I'm using right here. Otherwise, it's all in-game stuff. Mr. Canuck says, these are great. I'm following along closely to see what the soil mod adds to the map. So far, I like it a lot. I'm also playing on the Newbie Farm as well. And it's quite interesting to see the differences. Thanks all the time you spend and showing us what you find. Thanks very much, Mr. Canuck. Much appreciated. This is a comment from one of the mod spotlights I did the other day, or mod mashups. They were talking about a couple people. What is it? Hugh and Country Guy are talking about the CR 8.990, the CR 890, and the CR 790. The combines, and they're saying that one of them, they think you can use a 12-meter header with it, and you can actually attach the headers to it. You just need to put it in the right spot. Kasi says, nice. Thanks, Kasi. Much appreciated. Reefy 1952, I think his name is Mike, if memory serves. He says you need to remove the growth mod. If you're using Soil mod, only does 1 stage growth per day, not 2. So, thank you very much, Mike, for that. Zachary Settle says there's a locky strip on the trailer for the mod mashup they did today. Just a question of putting it in the right spot, which is fine. Often you can miss stuff like that when you're just checking something out real quick. Josiah says, good series. Thanks very much. What else do we got here? A couple people commenting on the previous episode saying stuff like, hey, maybe you should slow down time before you rent a mod, which is very true. Seems like that's all the comments from the last episode, so let me know what you guys think. What do you think we should work towards next? I know Chris said in the last episode that he'd like us to work towards having some animals, which we can do that. You can't rent animals. I think you might be able to buy manure on this. I'm not actually certain about that. I think you can, but so here we have pigs and beef, but they're not working properly right now. Can you? No, doesn't look like you can buy fertilizer, or you can buy manure. You can buy fertilizers apparently. You can store them, but you can't. But you can't actually buy manure. Maybe you can on this map. I just don't know where it is offhand. If it were anywhere on the map, I'm assuming we'd be down at the garden center, which really would not be worth our time driving all the way down there. If I'm honest. So we have 40 minutes left on this seeder, this tractor, which should be more than enough time to finish this field up, considering how fast our worker is doing it at the moment. So this is good. This is good for us. It's making excellent progress. Alright, so we have a combine here and we have the small tractor, so let those guys do their thing. Let's go ahead and put the front loader on this, because it's something I've been meaning to do for a while, just haven't got around to it for whatever reason. So someone also suggested that perhaps by using the front loader, I would be able to actually use the weight on the front. Use it as a weight, so to speak. So let's just hook this up. There we go. And we'll just put a bucket on the front. So let's go ahead and grab this bucket right here. This should suffice. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. So this might help for weight now. I don't know if it will or not. I feel like this is the 750 TL. That seems like it's the big one. Oh, no, it works for both. It just seems huge. I don't know why, but it seems... Is there 2 of them? No, that's the one that goes in... I don't remember it looking that huge. Like, that looks like really, really, really far away from the tractor. Oh, well. Okie doke. Well, there we go. Yeah, doesn't it look like it's really huge? Anyways. So what we want to do now is, do we need moisture in the soil? I think the moisture levels are okay for the time being. What I do want to try is, let's just see if this will work. I don't know if this thing will be able to pick this up. I have a feeling it won't, even with the front loader on. Oh, it can. Barely. So what I want to do is, let's just drive around this way right here. And let's just test this out on one of these bushes to see if we can actually take out the bushes with the plow. We should be able to, according to what Roy was saying. But let's just verify we can do that. We'll make an entrance into the field from the back using the plow, hopefully. If not, it's not a problem, I don't mind. Luckily the actual bushes themselves there, you don't have to, you can drive through them, it's not a problem. So alright, now this tractor only has like 70 horsepower and this particular plow needs 100, but we should be able to, we're not plowing like a whole big old section, so it should be alright in this context. We're going to find out. Alright, so we have the plow selected. We want allow create field, and let's just do that once we actually get to the location, just because if we do it before, I have a feeling we'll run into problems. Alright, so where would be a good spot to get? Let's put it kind of in the middle of this area right here. So according to what Roy was saying, I should be able to make or to get rid of these bushes using the plow. So let's test this out. Yep. I don't know if you just noticed that, but it disappeared. Yep. So they actually do disappear. This is good. I'm probably going to get you don't own this soon. Let's raise that up. Back this up. And I only want a small little section here, so let's lower that down. Excellent. This is good. So there you go. If you're playing on this map, you should be able to get rid of the bushes, if you don't like them, around your field using a plow. There you have it. So I don't want to expand the field per se, although I could now that I think about it. There's no trees on this side either. Maybe we will do that actually. Turn the plow. Isn't that X? Oh, I don't know what turn the plow is anymore. Is it O? Nope. I have no idea what turn the plow is now. Why is turn the plow on the right? Is it part of... I don't know, and I have to double check this now. It's not that button, it's not that button. What button would it be then? Oh well. I'm not going to worry about it, I'm just going to do it like this. So let's lower the plow here, and let's just take out the whole thing. Why not? So in this case, I'm just going to use the GPS mod to save my bacon, because I would not be able to do this without it. Not this well, at least. So what we're going to do is going to take out this little section right here of bush, because we don't actually need it. I love the fact that you can do this on this map. It's really cool. I don't know. It's one of the one of the cooler features I find about this map and other maps that have the same feature, because I'm not. There we go. Let's raise that up. Yes, I know I just drove through that. Alright, so let's just line ourselves up here on this one. This is going to be the difficult part here, because I can't see the line. I think. Yes, there we go. Perfect. Alright, so let's lower that now. And that should be perfect. So that should get the rest of that bush right there. Excellent. Look at that. Gorgeous. So now we have expanded our field slightly, which is good for us. And this will hopefully increase our yield just a tinsy-wincy bit. but now we have a little tiny section where we can't do anything with it. Excellent. Love it. Alright, let's raise that up there. And should we get that last little section? I think we should just do it right now because I'm thinking about it, or else I'll leave it there for ages and I'll never think about it again. Alright, so let's back this up a little bit. Let's get this lined up correctly. Lower that down. And commence. So we are going to take out a little tiny bit of what we've already sown, but that's okay. It shouldn't create any problems. So we technically could do this on the other side too and make our field larger, although we would need to actually take out the stumps that are still there, because the stumps we left from the trees that we took out a while ago. So now we have a slightly larger field, not crazy amount large. The moisture is high here, which is good, but I'm just going to drive through this fence. I realize it's not realistic, but it's the only way I'm going to get. Nope, just a little bit more. There we go. That's good. Excellent. So now we have that little section. And let's see if we can't get this little bit of the bush right here, because this is going to be silly if we don't do this. We should be able. This is very unrealistic backing up, but it does work with this game. As terrible as that is, that's probably good enough. Sweet. Now the question is, should we do it on the other side too? What we'll do is we want to leave the road there, so let's just make sure we leave a little bit for the road. We're not going to do it on the other field there because we don't actually own it, and it'll probably just give us a message saying, you do not own this field. No, you're right, we don't. Although, no, we don't own it at all. Now, we will need to sell something soon because we are getting to that point where we don't have very much money, so. Alright, let's set ourselves up here. So, what we'll do is, I'll stop the episode there for now, folks. We'll come back, and I think maybe we'll take this out, but we do need to work on those stumps, so we'll have to deal with that at some point as well. So until then, folks, my name's Iain Robson. This has been another episode of the Newbie Farm, and I'll catch you guys later.